a good evening, whatever your time zone may be. It doesn't matter. Here, you are here for VRL and VRL only, and we're here for round one, the first round where we'll be giving points. Last amount, it was all didn't matter what the result will be. You wouldn't get any points anyway. It was a pre-season test for us to check out how everything handles and try new stuff out. Further. Round one, like always, Bahrain should be an absolute cracker. First time for me that I'm commentating over Bahrain. Last time out in season one, I wasn't there, so we had a replacement commentator. So I'm very excited to get to commentate over this very exciting race, because let's not forget, I think, in my opinion, Bahrain is a very exciting track. Lots of overtaking opportunities, and also drivers are very hyped to get started, so they might, in optimism, might make a few mistakes here and there, which might lead to great spectacle being there. The grid, if it would load up, thank you. Yes, there we go. In Mercedes we have the pairing of Ridwan and Boyat, Boyat being the reserve driver. At Ferrari we have the usual pairing of Yoda and Marco. Then moving on to Red Bull, I think this is the first time Red Bulls are driving. We have the Belgian driver Anifero and the Scottish or Irish driver, sorry, John. And then we have Renault, and for now we have one driver in the name of Ansoy. Now moving on to Haas with the pairing of Philip Smith and Aaron. Then moving on to McLaren we have Hank Peter, or aka Maud Zeiss. Then moving on to Force India, it's Jensen with Mansky at Force India. Then moving on to Sauber, the all Spanish pairing. And sorry, my controller disconnected. We have the pairing of Steve and Xavi at Sauber, and then we have Xavi at Toro Rosso and ASD Kimi at Williams. Now we're waiting for the lights to go out. I'm just gonna get the chat up. I'm just waiting for I'm waiting. We're waiting on Yoda to speak 7070. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna get the chat up. Should have enough battery life. Just turn on my volume, otherwise you'll hear me double. Then moving on to VRL PS4, get the chat up. 3 people watching. Let me just put it up here. One can actually. Well, waiting on everyone to ready up, be here. Now we can go racing. Very excited for this one. So if you have any questions for me, let me know and I'll answer them. Just waiting here. Waiting everyone to ready up. Still waiting. Close. Oh my god, this is sorry for the delay. Very sorry for this. Waiting everyone to be here. We've got 18 drivers, so to go through them again: Ridwan, Boyard, Yoda, and Marco. The Belgian driver, Anifero, and John. Ansel and Renault, Philip Smith, and Aaron. Matthijs. Now we have Chanson, Mansky, and Steve, and Chevy, and then we have Zev and ASD Keme. And drivers, I reckon that's a pretty good turn up. First, sorry for the delay. Of course, you can spectate the game. You're allowed to spectate the game as long as you don't drive. That's fine. Five more seconds, and we are underway. Under the floodlights, everything is gonna kick off. It's gonna be a starter of a thrilling championship battle. Let's hope that. 20 drivers with the need for speed and the will to succeed. That's a good line, isn't it? Twenty drivers with the need for speed and a will to succeed. And we're here. The crowd's going wild. Let's see who's gonna get on track first. I haven't commented on my co-commentator Rico not being here. He's on vacation, so for 3 weeks. So in the next 2 rounds, I believe he won't be joining us. I'm gonna have to do it on my own again, like normal. You have to stick it out with me. He will be back when he's back from vacation. And with the first cars going out, I think that's Ensoy who's leading the pack. And oh yeah, there we go. And Zef meanwhile taking a little alternative round. That's interesting. Definitely not illegal, but interesting. That's gonna be Zef then, who's gonna lead the pack very cheekily, cutting the corners, and he's doing the same again. Not sure if that's really good for your tires. I'm pretty sure that's not too great for your tires. And with a disconnect, first disconnect of the session, and Steve and Mansky are getting a little bit of argy-bargy. Chenchon has stayed in the pits together with Marco and Yoda and John and Aaron. I think Steph should be getting around to starting his lap. Here we go. On board was Zef, Indonesian Toro Rosso driver. Was looking up for a win actually in Russia, but eventually wasn't to be after some incidents and maybe not all too good tire strategy. It wasn't to be. Let's see if there's anyone going. Let's enable this and the tires fitted. Aaron has gone for the hard tire together with Ridwan and Marco's on a medium tire, and Enzo is also on the medium tire. So there we go. Another disconnect from Enzo this time. Xavi on a slowing lap. Turn 1. I think the apex is very important here. And then landing in the run on the exit. Some drivers choose to run out on the curb, and again he's cutting. What is he doing? He's up to some kind of trickery. And the first lap is being set. Xavi on pole right now, followed by ASD Kimmy. Only 8 tenths off. 8 tenths off, and let's see, Phil, I think he is on the, it's might be handy too, he's on the hard tire and only a second off, so when he fits the soft or the medium tire, he probably will be getting a little bit closer. But Steve is on the soft, and he is quite far for his from his pace. Aaron, of course, ranked 38th in the world in time trial. Very impressive by him, and he's looking quite kick on the pad. This man is. He's 38, like I said in the time trial standings. I'm expecting a lot from him. He's looking quicker than most of the drivers. Is he gonna get quicker now? Yes, he is. He's Paul on the hard tires. He is second. Sorry, excuse me. He's only 5 tenths off. He's only 5 tenths off of Zef. He's on the. He is on the super soft tire. And oh, this man is looking bloody quick this weekend. Another disconnect from Philip Smith. Oh no, and disconnect. It's a disconnect. Oh, and I'll just... And he finishes lap and he comes P8. Chen is on a flying lap here. The man was looking quick in Russia also. Together with Yoda was amazing freeway battle. I'm just getting some other messages that I need to invite people, but I certainly can't. On the out lap, and Phil Smith had joined back, and Chen Chon is about to start on his lap. In the first corner, this is a very tricky corner. You can go free wide into it, but you can't go free wide out of it, so that should be interesting. He's gonna have the bigger balls to stay in there, and then he misses the apex a little bit, and then he just goes not all too wide, so it shouldn't cost him a little too much time. Here it takes it very nicely, doesn't hit the curb there, you'll lose speed there, unneeded, and then it goes a little bit wide again. Of course into the tricky hairpin where a lot of people lock up. I don't know, assist. And there he goes. Teammates of Mansky, who were very close to winning the first race, but eventually it was our season 2 champion Yoda who took the lead and didn't give away the lead, so he should be looking good this weekend again, Mansky is, and Coniel joined us after missing out on qualifying. What's a little problem here is Phil is still not in the session. He joined back, and let's see what the level is going to be. It's a 8th position on the hard tires. A lot of people going for the harder compounds, like I predicted in the preview video. You can see, let's just say, it's fitted. Let's just say Aaron's on hards, Xavi is on hards, Phil's on hards, Chen Chon is on hards, McDonald's on hards, Dave is on mediums, Boyd is on mediums, and Mansky is on mediums, Yoda is probably gonna go out on mediums, and Ansel is also on the medium tire, and Phil Smith joined back. I think there is a little bit of a connection problem. We're looking to fix that. We have someone improving on Yoda speed goes 7th on the medium tire. Messenger. Let's see, he's on a flying lap here. I think Marco is on a flying lap. Yes, he is. Oh, nearly. It's a spin, but he kept it out of the barrier. That's very important. But I think the tires will have get a heavy hit from the Steve on the medium compound. 132, that's not that great. Oeh, de overstemmen maar dan action daar. And so the Renault driver who's got into a reserve position this season. In the yellow and black Renault. Xavier on the outlap again. My god, the Toro also looks very nice under the floodlights of Bahrain. Now let's see anyone setting a time. Yes, yes he is. Oh, Xavier Hart's in P6. And he's only 1/10 off in the second sector. And I think if he's 1/10 off, 1/10 off, that gets him P2, I'm guessing. No, he's now 4/10 off, so he lost a little bit of time going into the first or the third sector here. And let's see what the time is gonna be. Is it gonna be an improvement? I think it is. And Steve goes second quickest. Aaron, meanwhile, again on the hard compound. See if there's anyone else on the flying lap. No, Aaron is the only one on the flying lap. Again on the hard compound. I think he'll be looking to get pole position on the hard compound. And oh, Steve is into the wall. Let's see if there's anyone who we can see them both from. No, I don't think so. Steve is into the wall, and his qualifying session is over. He set a time, but he can't improve on that time. He can't improve on the time because because he crashed into the wall, and he won't be going out again in this qualifying session. Meanwhile, oh, Aaron is 2/10 up on Zef on the hard compound tires. Man, this man is quick. Zef does improve on his time, gets a 1:27.6. But what can miss then? What can this man do? Can he get to the line quicker than Zef? No, he can't. He abolts the lap even though he was 4/10 up. And I think Zef is bound to get a pole position here, I think. And oh, it's a very nice lap from Zef. It's a 1:27.6. Meanwhile, we have Yara starting a lap again. The American Ferrari driver. Previously won a title with Red Bull, of course. Before that, he was in the Williams for a few races. To defend this title, but I don't think that's going to be much problem with that because he's going to have to leave for college very soon, and he won't be racing in his league a lot of times. Might be there a few times here and there, but he'll be consistently missing races instead of consistently attending races like he did last time out. And he's 5 tenths up on Zef. And his teammate gets very nice out of the way there. The man who was on pole last time out that eventually spun, lost his front wing and didn't really recover from it. And they can go quicker than Zef. I think he can go quicker than Zef. No, he can't. It's P3 behind the retired Steve. And time is running out. And Aaron has let the hard tire go and got onto the medium tire. I think Aaron's gonna get pole on medium tires. That will be a very impressive achievement. And warming up those tires, very important. Zef has left the session. Oh, and there's gonna be a problem because he won't have a lot of time to rejoin. And that's a problem. And Cornel's left the session, so both Indonesian drivers have left the session. And he'll have 50 seconds to join back. 50 seconds to join back. Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make that? Yeah, I think he's got an invite now. He just needs to rejoin inside 30 seconds. Now let's focus on the lap of Aaron, who's on a medium tire, and he'll be looking to get that pole. I think if he does that pull, if he pulls this off, I think he's got one hand on the trophy. If he pulls a pole position on the medium tires against guys, that would be very impressive. He's 2 tenths up on the time of Zef in Sector 1. Williams gets very nicely out of the way. Hitting the apex here, don't want to let it out on the exit, and the Williams gets out of the way onto the gravel. And Yoda's P4, we know that, and John is last, P16. And Aaron moves down a position because Marco goes into second. But this man, we need to keep focused on this man. I think he's bound to get pole position here. And now here coming to the very tricky corner, and then you can get a little exit there. Is it gonna be enough for pole? Is it gonna be enough? Zef is now in pole position for now. Is it gonna be enough? Just about. It is. They're equal on time in 1,000 seconds. They're equal on time. This is unbelievable. 0-10 separating both drivers from pole position. Unbelievable. Look how close the qualifying is. I've never seen this in my lifetime that the driver is 0-10s or 0,000s away, should I say. Unbelievably close, and even in the midfield, it's unbelievable. 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 Oh my god, that was so close. It can't get closer than that. Meanwhile, loses a little bit of front wing. Unbelievable. But let's not forget, he did it on medium tires. Is there anyone else on the flying lap? No. Aaron on pole position, and Zef in second, Marco in third, Steve in fourth, Yoda in fifth, Phil in sixth. Then we have Trevi in P7, then we have Chen in P8, ASD Kimi in P9, P10 is Matthias, P11 is Mansky. A bit of a disappointing qualifying for him. I can't see the rest. Mansky P11, bit of a disappointing qualifying for him after showing what he can do in Russia. And yeah, what the chat is saying, Zef did set the time earlier than Aaron, so I don't really get why Aaron has got the pole position. I mean, yeah, I don't know, but look how close that is. Now let's continue the line further. P11 Mansi, P12 Enifero, P13 Ridwan, P14 Ansoy, P15 Boyot, and P16 John. But look how close the qualifying is. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look how close the top 3 is. I really get why the game has put Aaron on pole, because he set a lap time later than Zev. Unbelievable stuff. Well, it's a little bit of a glitch of the game, but at the end of the day, it shouldn't matter too much because it's only one position. But the glory goes to Zev, but the pole position goes to Aaron, and I think you can't be too disappointed because it's a great qualifying, and that's what you want to see. That's why your league race, to get close battling even in qualifying. And ooh, Phil joined back. Ooh, just in time. Scene quality is looking good. Unlike last time, we had a little bit of a problem with the connection. Not gonna lie. Now we wait for the formation lap, and here we go. Oh, little formation lap crash there. And a lot of people reset, but that's not gonna. I think that's something that is gonna affect them a little bit, because when the formation lap is on, it does make a big difference in who's gonna start out where with the temperature. It makes a difference whether you're stuck on the grid or going for the formation lap. That makes a difference in tire temperature and stuff like that. So, moving on then, John. So it's Matthijs and Mansky stuck on the... not Mansky, oh funny. Matthijs and Chenchon on the grid. Stuck on the grid. This man on pole position. Maybe by a little glitch by the game, but oh well. It's a long race, 39 laps. Jeff's got 29 laps to overtake him, but I think Aaron looking to be in the prime position. And one thing that I've noticed, where's Phil? Where is Philip Smith? I don't think Phil... No, I think he joined back too late and he's not going to be able to race. I see 16 people, but I don't see Phil. And, oh well, we're going to have to deal without Season 1 champion Philip Smith then. Lies up on pole, and oh, John has had a little spinner. And Boyd lines up into his grip position. And we focus on Aaron, waiting on 5 red lights. Hello, waiting on, hello, the 5 red lights? Yeah, there are the 5 red lights. And they go out and away we go, and oh, it's a jump start for Zevi. You're gonna have to take a drive for penalty. Both Ferraris now getting at it, and whoa, massive crash in the background. Ooh, and that's hit from behind. I think that's Chen Chun has hit. Oh, and another spinner. Another spinner. And now we have Marcos going side by side with Mansky. He's nearly taking 2 into 1. And Marcos taking over the lead. Sorry, there was a lot of stuff going on. I need to focus. I can't focus on everything, I guess. And now, both Ferraris, it's a Ferrari 1-2. And Zaffi is disconnected from the session. And there's a lot of disconnections for all the drivers here. First Phil, and then now Zev. Yoda looking Ooh, look, Marco's looking a bit. Marco's looking a bit nervous with the locking up again. He locks up. That isn't gonna do his tire any good. Top three very close together. Here we go. Here we go. Aaron Yoda going for a bit of a switchback. And then here they go. Here they come. And Mark Yoda down the side of Marco. Yes, he is. He locks up again, but he can't take him there. But he will looking to get it on the exit then. On the exit, Yoda goes past. Or does he? Does he? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And Aaron tries to follow through. Aaron follows. Does he follow through? Yes, he does. Gonna have to leave space there. He does. And ooh, they both go wide. And this gonna do Yoda a massive favor. And again, he locks up. Now Aaron is past. Ooh, still next to it. It gives him a little touch. And that's Aaron into P2 and Yoda into P1. Now Mansky looking behind at the back of Chevy with a yellow flag. Where's the yellow flag for? And Yoda nearly put out a second gap while the battle was going on between Aaron and Marco. And HD Kimmy left the session. Oh no! Is it one of those races where everyone just disconnects? And Marco, as meanwhile Yoda sets the fastest lap time. The Mercedes of Boyard looking to get past the Red Bull of Anifero, back where he once belonged. Of course, starting out in the Red Bull in Season 1. And now after taking a little break, then coming back to Renault, and then moving back to Red Bull again. He's now at the place where he once started. Oh, with an overtake by Red One. No, that's on FD Kimmy who disconnected. And Zevi is back in the race, but he has a driver penalty to serve and lost a lot of time while his ghost was at the wheel. Oh boy, yeah, looking for something I thought. Oh, he wasn't. Now we're getting closer to Yoda again on the medium tire, while Yoda's on the doesn't matter, on the soft compound. Oh, he's pushing him through the corner. Can he? No DRS activated just yet. Oh yeah, oh yes, there is DRS, and John Downey on the tires from the session, and he will looking to go down the inside. Yeah, does he peel off the move? No, he doesn't. Just about doesn't. And Aaron now going for a move again. He goes for it again, down the inside. Yoda on the soft compound, slower than the guy on medium compound, and now he's got the move done. And he breezes away. And he's so quick. Unbelievable stuff. And Yoda can't do anything about it. He's simply just quicker. We still have a yellow flag. I'm trying to see what happened to John, but I can't see anything. Falling people left, a lot of people disconnected. I'm very sorry for them. Well, Mansky still behind Chavi. Oh, Chenchon goes past Anifero, or has got Anifero on answer. Yes, he has. Base later, trying to go for the switchback. No, he sticks around the outside, and that isn't gonna work. And they're going both into the wall. And Anifero's out of the session. Well, I mean, Chenchon has got massive front wing damage, and he needs to be safe with joining here. And he withdrawn safely, and that was a weird crash. Both drivers going off track and trying to lose as little time as possible, but I think that was always gonna end up going bad. Meanwhile, Yoda still on P2, 1.2 seconds behind Aaron. He's 38th in the time trial standings. He's so bloody quick on this track and pretty quick all around. Steve now looking at the back of his of the 18, to say the least. Ferrari, Romeo against Ferrari, something about what we saw in the 50s in real life and now in VRL. I think he's gonna get an exit here. He's gonna have to outbrake him. He's gonna go, no, wait for the DRS. Marco's really locking up a lot of times here. Well, Steve, the previous winner of this race. I'll be looking to go around the outside. Is Marco just gonna let him go? He's gonna try to do something back. No, he can't do anything back because he's simply too far back. Mansky goes past Chevy, or does he? No, he doesn't. Oh yes, he does. But I think he's gonna get the DRS. Chevy's gonna get the DRS, and he's gonna be looking to get something back, but he simply can't. Mansky's got the move done. Very good move by him. And both Red Bulls retired. This is a race definitely hit with technical problems. Pretty quiet on here on track. Not too many battles going on for now. And Steve is now looking to get onto Yoda, and Marco's into the pits. Spanish driver against the American driver, both driving for Italian teams, of course. And can he make a move here? No, he can't. He brakes very late there. He's gonna get DRS here. And now we're still within touching distance, and you're Steve. Oh, nearly spinning Steve was. Oh, here he comes again. Saying there's no DRS here, of course. He's gonna have to go for a switchback here, focus everything on an exit to go. And Jarno spinning into the pits. Yes, he is. And I think that's, if Steve keeps his head cool, that's gonna be P2 for him on Saturday. Let's see where he comes out. Does he come out in traffic? Does he come out in traffic? I see no one around him, but no, it looks like it's pretty good timed, and I don't think Marco's gonna get him either. Marco losing a lot of time, and this second place man, Xavi, is into the pits. Enzo, he's done a pretty good job. I think he started like second last or something, and now it's up to P5. Yeah, I don't know, catching up to Ridwan. Maybe he does get some traffic. I don't know when Ridwan's thinking about peeling into the pits. Yoda looking pretty racy for his last few races. Like wanting to make an impression. He certainly did in Russia, winning a very exciting race. And he goes past him, Ridwan goes too deep. He's gonna get a max hit. Yes, is he gonna get a max hit? Yes, he is, with the DRS, and Ridwan made the mistake, went too deep into the corner, and now his next target is gonna be Boyard. The other Mercedes reserve driver. And ASD Kimi has joined back. He's got quite a lot of time to make up, but he's there. Now Boyard, here's his next target, next Mercedes. And oh, he went too slow out of the corner, and Yoda goes into the wall, but I think he's got away without any damage. That's very unlucky. Simply Boyard going too slow out of the corner, and Yoda can't avoid him. And meanwhile, Ridwan pushes him off the track. That's a little too optimistic in my opinion. But he's gonna have DRS. And that's it. Oh, Ridwan, very dirty by him, I think. And now I think Yoda's gonna be very pissed. Very mad about two incidents happening in two corners actually. Losing a lot of time and probably giving Steve the advantage. And what I perceived to have happened is that Yoda predicted to have happened is that Yoda will go out in traffic. Now he goes for a very nice move, and that's a very nice dive bomb by him. And now Boyard is under threat from his teammate Ridwan. Great battling, and meanwhile we still have Marco locking up all the time. To go past. Marco now looking to get rid of his own traffic, and Stevens is into the pits. Yes, nice mechanics, and as he Kimi left the session again, those four guys seem to have a connecting problem with the game, and Steve is well ahead of Yoda. Oh, not well ahead, but certainly created a gap. to him while he was in traffic, and Boyle goes too deep, lets his teammate go by. Meanwhile, Marco makes a move, and Marco is also away from both Mercedes, and Ridwan clearly is lacking a lot. And meanwhile, Aaron's still leading very dominantly, dominating thus far. Let me just see how many. Let me just put it to leader. He's 26 seconds out of Steve, who's probably his main competitor for this race. And that's gonna be close on exit, I think. And Aaron's into the pits. Aaron into the pits. And he goes on to the, again to the hard tyre, so he's going for, oh no, yeah, he's now got onto the tyre regulation. That's always come well ahead of Steve. There's a medium tyre. And meanwhile, both Ferraris still going at it. And Marco got past Yoda. Sorry, I missed that one. And Trevor rejoins behind both Mercedes. And Yoda now letting his teammate go. And meanwhile, Montage goes into the pits. They're very lonely in P12, only ahead of Ghost Car of ASD Kimmy. Mansky now into the pits. Why is he going to come out? I think he's just going to come out ahead of Chevy or just behind Chevy. And hard tires go under his car. Let's see what Chevy is. He's nowhere near. Mansky joins. Nearly splitting. Oh, we put off a monster strategy, P5, and only just ahead of. Oh, Steve! With a spinner in the name of Steve. He spun out. Coming out, that's turn 2, coming out of turn 2, and now he's on a threat from Boyard. And he's gonna. Bro. That tire wear isn't gonna do any. I'm not gonna be playing into his favour then. And he's spun and now it's back into P5, so it's gonna, if he wants that podium, he's gonna have to make a comeback drive. Only fuel left to go. And Mansky all over the gearbox. Mansky put a very normal strategy. It was, I think, P6 or P5 before the pit stops, and now it's P4 just behind P3. Very impressive. And is he able to go for a move? It's going to be an audacious move if he does go for it. No, he doesn't. He thinks better of it. Now going for the DRS on the second straight. Meanwhile, Boyard into the pits. Doesn't matter too much. And he's just not close enough for a move. He's not close enough for a move yet. And can he look for a place to make a move? It's not impossible to do it into the hairpin, but you need respect from the other drivers. And no, he's not gonna go for the risky move. He's just gonna go for the accident with the DRS. DRS opens, and the DRS closes, and he is now getting closer and closer. And I think if he can keep this gap up, he'll get him on the main straight. Oh, maybe even before, because the other made a little mistake. On the outside, maybe. Nope. He's just waiting for the 3-second tire penalty for montage. Meanwhile, still have the yellow flag in sector 3. Oh, here he comes. Here he goes. Oh, on the outside. These guys know each other from Russia, and now he's gonna have to go for the DRS move again. Slipstreaming him, opening the DRS, down the inside he goes. Oh, nearly push. Oh, they hit each other, and also definitely some contact there. And now Cherry just has catch right up, or Steve, sorry, that's Steve, has catch right up onto the back of Yoda. And Yoda goes wide, Steve goes through, and now he's gonna get DRS side by side. I think he's gonna sell off our slipstream and then make the move in the corner, but Yoda not, leaving minimal space here. And Steve makes the move around the outside. Good move by him. And now his next target's gonna be Mansky. Steve catching a lot up in when he was battling. Steve catch a lot up. Has catched a lot up with Yoda and Mansky when they were battling. And meanwhile, the ghost car of SD Kimmy gives Mansky some DRS. And Steve pulls through around the outside. Is he gonna make it? Yes, he is. And Mansky can't do anything about it. And he's back up into P3. And meanwhile, Aaron just controlling the pace, controlling his style, controlling his fuel. That's gonna be, I think that's gonna be 25 points for him. If he doesn't make any mistake, of course. Let's not forget, it's a long race. Stuff happens, and Yana goes a little bit wide again. And Mansky ended up behind Yoda, and I missed that again. Sorry. Zev is meanwhile catching up to Ansel. He's making a very good comeback race, having a drive-through penalty for a jump start, then disconnecting for 2 laps or something, coming back and then nearly go, and he's bound to get P7 here. Is he close enough to make a move? Still fight back for a move, or is he? I think he gave Ansel a little tap there, and that's very dirty. Goes over the curbs. Umansky catch up to Yoda again. I'm not gonna miss this overtake. Down the inside, no, thinks better of it. It's so hard to make a move here. Maybe you can make one here, but before you can't. Oh, down the inside, they make contact, wheel banging into turn 11. Now he's gonna get the move with VRS. There's no stopping him now, Yoda. He's nearly bum drafting him onto the straight. Yoda pulls out of the slipstream. It's gonna force him around the outside, and Yoda's gonna go down the inside again. And he's gonna have to leave him room there, and Yoda lets just very wide and lets him go. And Mansky's got a 3-second time penalty for cutting the corner. You know, Steve, Marco and Aaron are still in no man's land. And Chen Chun goes past inside. Oh, a lot of drivers disconnecting, and we have both Mercedes drivers fighting over the last point. And Boyard leaves his teammate pass through. Leaves his teammate pass through to go on to better and greater things. Or was it a strategy decision to get the rest on the straight? And Matthias in no man's land. It's going to be 1 point, looks like it, for Mercedes. Well, and no, it's looking like 1 point for him. And Chen Chun behind Zef. I think they're friends actually. I think they knew each other before VRL. And Ansel is into the pits. Oh, that's interesting. Now both Mercedes drivers are in the top 10. It's a very decent race. I think I think in my opinion he's one of the candidates for driver of the day. Even Chavy's not catching up to Yoda. Not really too much on-track action. And only 9 laps to go. Let's see if there's anything interesting going on. Matthias is now getting his first on-track action with some belt. Could be getting his first on-track action with Ansoy. But for but for certainly for those two, it's for P11, and yeah, you know what, and it's not gonna get you any points, is it? And meanwhile, Chen Chun is just behind, and meanwhile, Arafira is pitching the fastest lap of the race on the hard compound. Jesus Christ, he's bloody quick around here. And Marco makes another pit stop. And Steve gets his P2 back. I'll see what Marco's gonna come out. He's coming out in P. What's gonna get? He's gonna come out in P. He's gonna come out ahead of his teammate. Oh, Yoda also makes another pit stop. That's interesting. Well, these still going at it. And Chen Chun makes the move, or does he? Side by side, the hand goes up in frustration. Ooh, now he's gonna have to leave room here. That's gonna compromise Zef's exit. No, it isn't, because they're still going side by side. And ooh, great. And I think Zef's gonna keep the position for now. He's kept the position, and Yoda now in 3 seconds behind on much fresher tyres, of course, but only 8 laps. And Zev down the inside. Chen Chun goes past. Zev's gonna have to get a little exit here. He goes off track. That's a little bit illegal in my opinion, but it's fine. It's good battling. It's fair battling. They'll leave each other room, and this is really a great opportunity for Yoda to catch up. And Matthias just passed Ensoy, who pulled out a little bit of a spinner there. And Chen Chun goes past. He goes wide, sorry. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty tired, so I might be missing a lot of stuff here. Taf's gonna create a little gap. Is he gonna Chen Chun gonna get back in this DRS? And Marco puts in the fastest lap, 1:29.9. DRS for Chen Chun here again. Gonna catch up again, but not enough to make a move. It's not close enough to do anything here, not even go for a dive bomb. Going to the hairpin here. He's gonna have to I think, stay 4/10. to actually go for a move for DRS, of course. He's now 8 tenths behind, so he's going to have to make up 4 tenths into the next few corners and straights. Meanwhile, Ansoy pits, and Chen-Chong gets a penalty. And meanwhile, Marco's only 1.7 behind Chevy. And I think the top 3 is basically settled unless one of them makes a mistake. And meanwhile, Ansoy is getting lapped. Yeah, Chen-Chong, look now, going very deep into the corner, keeping his nose in there. No, he can't. And with DRS, I think he's too far behind to make another move. Yes, he is. He's too far behind, and he's gonna have to try it again on the next lap. But meanwhile, these tires are running out for him. And while Zef's tires are holding out a lot better on the long distance, Chen-Chong's tires are running out faster and faster. So if Zef can keep this up, I think he'll eventually get the position or pull away. And Marco's in the DRS range of Chevy. And lap 25 out of 29, a few laps to go, and I've been noticing a lot that Marco is locking up a lot in this race, which isn't doing Style any favors. And he goes for a dive bomb. That's a fantastic move, very unexpected from my side. He just got the grip, more pace, and he's into P4. Is Chevy gonna get anything back here? And I think Peter and Marco is gonna get their position for P4. And could he possibly get Mansky? Who knows? Oh yeah, that's only 4.5 behind. I don't think he's gonna make up that gap. Ooh, little slipping and sliding. I think what I said is happening. Where is he going slow? What is he doing? He's pulling off to the side, letting the other by. What's happening here? What is he doing? What, has he got some kind of issue with his wheel or controller? His steering wheel's to the side. What's going on? Maybe it's a technical issue for him. Maybe with a controller or pedal or anything like that. Because he's not doing anything. He's in 4th gear. Jesus Christ. He's not going at racing speed. A puncture. A puncture. I can't see a puncture. Yeah, that's a puncture from behind. On his right rear, that's a puncture. And it's looking pretty quiet out for all the battles. And Chen-Chong, not really a great strategy for him. And meanwhile, it's been lapped by Aaron. I put Yoda into P7, a very disappointing race for him. But P6 is still on the charts, only 3.7 behind on much quicker tyres. I do have to say these tyres have been going a long time for him, so that could be something. And oh, Matthias and Boyard going at it. Sorry, I missed that again. And P9, also a very good comeback from him. And Boyard does keep a point. I don't see Chenchon making 14 seconds up in a 1.5 lap. And Yoda goes past. Jesus, what the hell happened there? Was a little spinner from Zaf, because he was 3 seconds behind. I'm pretty sure he didn't make up 3 seconds, only in a few corners. And he goes into the pits. Very how do you say? Very interesting strategy behind him. I think he's trying to prevent a puncture. Hey, another puncture. Unbelievable. What's going on with the tyre wear in this race? Is it another puncture? No, it didn't look like it. Oh, that rear tyre did look a little bit weird. I don't think that's weird. And Matthias goes into P8. I don't think he's gonna be able to keep this one, because Zaf is so much quicker on these tyres. But if you don't try, you never succeed. And Zaf, we're looking feisty, frustrated. And ooh, I think Matthias is on very old hearts, and he doesn't even bother to race Zaf. Yes, he does, of course he does. And into the little hairpin. Zaf's got him, but Matthias couldn't get him on with the DRS again. And the battle for P3 is also heating up here. Mansky and Marco going at it side by side. And Marco locked up again, but it should be enough for him to get the podium. Oh, a great last lap move by Marco, and he's got it done. Is he gonna get him able to with DRS again? Is he close enough? All the hard spheres, no super soft. That's always 9 out of 10 times gonna go to the super soft guy. And yeah, I think he's got him. And meanwhile, Aaron wins the race. Very dominant performance by him. Steve comes home in second. Steve does come home in second after spinning out. Good comeback drive. Marco's gonna get P2 after a good strategy by him. P3, that's the podium then. Mansky just about misses out on the podium. Chevy, very invisible race for him, but comes home in a good P5, bringing home good points for Romeo. Yoda comes home in P6 after having how do you say, a rare day for him, a rare off day. P6, I think damage limitation for him. 20 seconds behind the leader, and he crashes into the wall for good measure. And meanwhile, Red One coming on P7, very solid race from him, leaving his teammate eventually behind him and going on to score a good few points. Meanwhile, Zef makes, after coming back to P8, a late move on Matthias, and goes for the quickest lap. Gets 1 point extra. Matthias P9 also a very good combat driver for him. Boyard's very solid driver by him, and Chenchan, a bit of an off day for him. After cutting out when Fero lap 1, and that was it. That was Bahrain. Very decent race, you could say. A lot of disconnecting from the race. Shame for them, of course. But I don't know. Very decent race. And I think Aaron just too dominant, too quick around Bahrain, but a very, very well-deserved victory. Took pole, took victory. It's nearly a Grand Slam. And the champagne sprays all over the place. And Steve's got to be happy with his podium, I think, after spinning out in turn 2. So, and I don't know why. What did I get explained? Okay, it doesn't matter. What did I get explained? Okay, doesn't matter. Aaron's P1, Steve in P2, Marco, the Portuguese driver, in P3, Mansky just missing out on podium in P4, Chevy P5, Yoda P6, Friton P7, Zevi P8, and Matthias P9, Boya P10 in the last point scoring position, then Chenchan in P11, Ansoy P12, and ASD Kimi in P13, but of course he didn't finish, and the Dean Evans were P14, and Fero after coming together with Chenchan and John. I don't know what happened to him, and of course a lot of drivers DNFing or disconnecting actually. So now, if you stay patient, I'll go for the post-race interviews. I'll be joined by Aaron, and I think I'm gonna have to go for Zef, who had a good race, coming back, quite a fun race, quite a few battles here and there. So this is gonna fight Aaron. It's gonna create a party. If you hold on a minute, create party. There we go. And I think, of course, I'm gonna have to go with winner Aaron. Every finish, and then who should I choose for that post-race interview? I have some doubt between Steve and Zef. I think I'll go for Steve. Now we need to wait for both guys to join. We're waiting on both guys to join. At least I'm joined by Aaron. Hello, Aaron. Hello. I think he's just getting his mic. Hello. Yeah, very dominant victory for you there, mate. Very dominant.
Yeah, thank you.
You were looking quick all weekend around, and you really had no competition. At least in the first few laps, you did battling with the Ferrari guys. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think my start was great. Zef had a really bad start, so there was no problem from him. Coming to turn 1, I think I got a little bit late dive bomb from Marco. Then he got in front of me and Yoda got in front of me, but in the end, still finished ahead of them. They went on the strategy. Weird.
But afterwards, you had no competition. I think you were 30 or 60, no, 30, not 30, 60 seconds ahead of your main competitor, Steve, in second place. Steve, how do you feel about the second place after spinning out in turn 2?
Well, it was the position I think I had the pace to be. And after the spin, my objective was to come back to the same position and I did it, so I'm happy about the overall result.
So tell us a little tell us a little bit about all your battles you had with Yoda, Marco, with all those guys.
Yes, there was a lot of contact, no, but there was some, but like aggressive racing, but not like Magnussen, for example.
No.
Um, no, but it was great, and all the different strategies made a rare race.
Yes.
Which I think the one stop was better.
Yeah, we did saw. I think we saw Chen Chon getting punctured, but that's a complete different story. Well, congratulations to you both on the for you, Steve, on the podium, and for you, Aaron, on the dominant victory. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining. Thank you for joining the viewers, and I hope to see you for round 2, and I'll see you then.